wish I didn't take life so seriously. I wish I didn't take life so seriously. I wish I didn't take life so seriously. I wish I lived more. I wish I gave more happiness to my family. I wish I knew how precious life was, how fleeting, how special, and at the same time fragile and insignificant. I wish I didn't give up on my dreams so easy. One day, life will flash before your eyes. Make sure it's worth watching. When we look back on our life, in our last breaths, we will all wonder, did my life mean anything? Did my life mean anything to this world? Was I loved? Did I have an impact on anyone else's life? Did I matter? We won't be worried about our bills. We won't be worried about our hair. We certainly won't care about our favorite TV show. We won't spare a second thought of others' opinions and judgments. Did I matter? Before you reach that last breath, today might be the time to make a change. Make your life matter. One day, it will be over. There will be 2 dates, either side of a dash. Make sure that dash is not empty. Make sure it is full of life, full of living. Oscar Wilde once said, "To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist. That is all." And he was right. Don't live like everyone else. Existing. Be extraordinary. Live every moment with passion and wonder. Don't take anything or anyone for granted. What is important to you? What dreams do you have? Go get them. What are you waiting for? You only have one shot. If you miss the target, at least you will live with pride, knowing you have no regrets. Who do you love? Who has loved you? Tell them. Tell them now. You never know when it will be your last chance. Don't take this magical thing called life for granted. Keep your head when everyone else is losing theirs. Trust yourself when everyone else doubts you. Master your dreams when all others give up on theirs. Be the captain when everyone else is content being the crew. Be the lion when all others are playing sheep. Be the leader when all others are following. Live each day as if it may be your last on earth. It may be. Leave your legacy.
And as I looked at my life, I asked myself a question, and I want to ask you a question. How many of you know if you had your life to live over again, you could have done more than what you've done thus far? Raise your hands, please. Now, that proves the point of what we do, what we accomplish, what we produce in life is only a tip of the iceberg of what's possible for us.
I told you I'm the real champion. I told you I'm the champion of the world. All of you bow. All of my critics crawl. All of you suckers who write the Rain magazine.
I want you to think about some major goal that gives your life a sense of meaning right now. Something that will give your life a sense of purpose and direction. Some personal goal that you'd like to achieve. And some career goal, some financial goal that you'd like to achieve. And your social contribution. Horace Mann said we should be ashamed to die until we've made some major contribution to humankind.
iPod, a phone.
What's your goal?
Are you getting it?
What's your dream? What is it you want to do with your life? What would the world be like if everybody lived their dream? Here's what I found about life. It's not as complicated as I used to make it. I think that life is about dreams and stories. Everything that exists, the world at one time was barren, but everything that exists, hotels, planes, they weren't here. Everything that we see every day, computers, all of the things that we see, someone had a dream. Someone had a dream of a person standing on stage and their voice being amplified so they don't have to scream and yell and can be heard by thousands. Someone had that dream of how to transport us from one place to the other quickly and safely. The clothes you have on, where you're now seated, all came out of somebody's dream, the world's greatest achievement.
I still have a dream.
The ideal situation for a man or woman to die is to have family members praying with them as they cross over. He said, but imagine, if you will, being on your deathbed and standing around your bed, the ghost of the dreams, the ideas, the abilities, the talents given to you by life, and that you, for whatever reason, you never went after that dream. You never acted on those ideas. You never used those talents. You never used those gifts. And there they are standing around your bed looking at you with large angry eyes saying, we came to you and only you could have given us life. And now we must die with you forever.
I'm Mr. Nobody, a man who doesn't exist.
There is hell, but it is not what you think. It is the experience of the worst possible outcome of your choices, decisions, and creations. It is unfulfillment. It is knowing who and what you are and failing to experience that. It is being less. That is hell. Yet if you knew who you are, that you are the most magnificent, the most remarkable, the most splendid being, but you do not know who you are, and you think you are a great deal less. Whenever you deny yourself, whenever you reject who and what you really are, you yourself create the experience. Create yourself as you truly are, and as you truly wish to be. Yet you could not be that unless you also had a choice to be something else. To be aware of consequences. Consequences are results, natural outcomes. Seek then to create change, not because the thing is wrong, but because it no longer makes an accurate statement of who you are. You are always in the process of creating. Every moment, every minute, every day, you are a big creation machine. And you are turning out a new manifestation literally as fast as you can think. You don't need to have a reason for anything. Just be the cause of your experience. Do what you want to do. Do what reflects you. What represents you as a grander version of yourself. There is nothing you cannot be. There's nothing you cannot do. There's nothing you cannot have. There's only one reason to do anything, as a statement to the universe of who you are. There's also only one reason to undo anything, because it is no longer a statement of who you want to be. It does not reflect you. It does not represent you. That is, it does not represent you. Experience produces concept of self. Conception produces creation. Creation produces experience. So much of your present experience is based on your previous thought. Thought leads to experience, which leads to thought, which leads to experience. This can produce constant joy when the sponsoring thought is joyous. Yet you would have all the freedom, all the joy, all the peace, and all the wisdom, understanding, and power of the spirit you are. You create collectively and individually the life and times you are experiencing. You set the guidelines, and you decide how well you have done, how well you are doing. For you are the one who has decided who and what you really are, and who you want to be. That is what is known as conscious living. You see, you cannot disembark from the journey. You embarked before you were born. Your birth is simply a sign that the journey has begun. You have already started off. You did so with the first beat of your heart. The question is, do I wish to walk this path consciously or unconsciously? With awareness or lack of awareness? As the cause of my experience or as the effect of it? Keep on working toward that. Keep on. Keep on.